Morning all, how are we doing? Apologies for my voice, I've still got a bit of a cold. Hopefully you can hear me all right. We'll get through it. I just wanted to walk you through this new template thing that I've been working on. It's kind of phase one of the whole design changes that I've been talking about for far too long. So anyway, I'll just get into it. So this is in the DOM master. This is all live, by the way. This is on new admin. Go to Site Center, Design Options, and Templates. And the astute observer will notice that we've now got this little icon and the template type, which indicates what type of template it is. This icon represents HTML, which is the templates that we've always had on the new platform. As in just the normal, it's just basically a big text box where you can write your template. And like has been discussed, my thinking was that this would do, but obviously not. A bit complicated for some, which is fair enough. So we've now got this new type of template here which I've called a grid template. It's called grid because it's based on CSS Grid, which is a relatively new CSS layout mechanism. Basically, what I wished we had when I built the template builder system way back a million years ago. It's quite cool for making responsive templates and solves a whole bunch of the problems that we needed to solve at the time. So anyway, this is a grid test, which is basically a copy of the home page that I've made. So we'll go and edit it. This here, and so basically, what are we looking at here? Okay, I didn't practice this. I probably should have. Anyway, that's okay. So we have our three layouts: desktop, tablet, and mobile. They're pretty much the same. There's some slight differences. Like we've got a separate version of the mobile footer, which is only on mobile. It's not on tablet. It's not on desktop, obviously. But yeah, so they're mostly the same. We have a maximum width for each layout. You can see that on desktop it's 2000 pixels, on tablet and mobile it's 100%, and you can change that here. It's basically maximum width for any row in the template. Individual sectors can still be given widths less than this number. So it's basically fairly self-explanatory. It's just the maximum width. We use the same concept in our current templates. So it's fairly straightforward. It uses the same layout system that we use for our form sections, just kind of dragging and dropping things. Almost, or like 99%, possibly even 100% of our templates. Oh no, actually that's not true. Two cold templates. Most of our homepage templates, at least, are all 100% wide. So that's what I've done here. All of the sectors we've got are 100% wide. I'll just show you the actual page. This is the DOM master homepage with the new template. And as you can see, my computer's lagging a bit because I'm recording this video, sorry. As you can see, it's basically exactly the same. So with this new template system, you can quite easily just, like say we want to reorder the SCP and the MCP, we just do that, just drag and drop it, and now we have the SCP above the MCP. Everything else is exactly the same. Say we wanted to put the MCP and the SCP side by side. We could do that as well. Now what we have to do here is change the width because they were previously 1480. So I'll just change that to 740, which is half of 1480. My calculations are correct. Save, reload, and voila, we have the MCP and the SCP side by side. Now you notice we only do that on the desktop layout. So on the tablet layout, I'll just get my Yep, responsive thingy. Confirm that we're on a tablet. Yes, we are. And yeah, so we still have the MCP and the SCP top and bottom rather than side by side. We can have different orders for things on different devices if we wanted to. So like I'll just put these back to 1480 and 1480. So say we want to have them different orders on different devices. So on desktop, this is what I had it before. So we have the SCP and then the MCP, but on tablet, we still have the MCP at the top. I mean, I don't know if we'd ever want to actually do that, but we can. The main difference between this and the old template builder is that we automatically have wrapper elements applied around every sector. The old template builder, it had the ability to nest sectors, as in a sector inside another sector, but we only ever really used that for this wrapper concept. And for those of you who are unaware, a wrapper is kind of something, if I just zoom the whole page out, the wrapper is the thing that is always 100% wide no matter what device we're on. So like the header here, the wrapper is 100% wide no matter the device, even if it's thousands of pixels wide, it's 100% wide. But then the actual sector inside the wrapper is constrained, as in the width is whatever we decide the width is. In this case, 1480. Or for like the gallery, again, the wrapper is 100% wide. The gallery itself is 2000 pixels wide, which is the maximum width that we specified for our template. This new system, basically I just observed that we always do this wrapper thing in the template builder, and so just thought, why not automatically add the wrapper so we don't have to worry about it. So every sector now comes with its own wrapper, which is automatically 100% wide unless the sector does not take up 100% of the width. If we go back and again, sorry, I know this is the second time I've done this. I'll just put this back again. Sorry. Then we will see that. Remember, I'm really zoomed out, so I'm on a massive, kind of simulating a massive device here. We still have the wrapper around the MCP and the SCP, but they're not 100% wide, only because the sectors themselves are not 100% of the template width, which I think is mostly, is what we want in most situations. Okay, what else? Obviously, it's fully responsive. It all works. I'll go phone 12. So we have what's that different? Oh no, that's just because the section's different. That's okay. Never mind about that. This is the mobile nav sector, which is only on mobile. Sorry, the mobile footer. The mobile footer is different. Let's bring that over there. So this is a sector that's only visible on mobile. The mobile footer there. Okay. What else? So basically, oh yeah, that's right. I should talk about the custom stuff. So the whole point of this is to remove the need for people to do custom HTML and CSS, and the old new templates, as in the templates that we're currently doing on the new platform, require HTML and CSS to build. And so if anyone wants to, if anyone wanted to change the order of templates currently on the new platform, that would be tricky. If they wanted to change the widths or the paddings or the background colors or whatever, then yeah, also tricky. But now the idea is that it should be easy to do for anyone. But there are still some situations where we require custom stuff, partly because we're always going to require the ability to do custom stuff. Like, I don't think we're ever going to move away from, we're never going to have a situation where we can't do anything custom. But in the meantime, while we are working on the next phase of the design changes, which is what I'm calling components, which I'll be telling people more about soon. It's basically what Kylie demonstrated with the WordPress theme generator. It's kind of a similar idea where you just have these pre-built components and you slot them into your page. While we're still rolling that out, we need the ability to do things like nav menus, which have to be custom HTML and CSS for now. So they go in there's a separate custom HTML box for each sector, and if there's anything in this, then it won't use the CMS content, as in the content that you put in Site Center. It won't use that. It will just use whatever's in here. Yeah, so I've implemented the DOM master nav, both header and footer, and those are using that custom HTML functionality. Styling of sectors, I should talk about that. So basically, when you add a new sector, we'll just add a sector, and it adds it down the bottom, sector 11 there, and just calls it sector 11. Sector whatever the number is by default. Actually, sorry, before we talk about styling, I should have written a script. I'll just talk about sector naming. So, as you probably know, sectors work by name. They don't have an ID so much. It's probably not really important, but you name a sector. So we'll call this, Matt's sector, whatever, and then that's the sector name, and then we can save it, and that's all cool. Now that sector is not automatically added to any of the other layouts. It's not on the tablet layout, not on the mobile layout. If we want to add it, we go add sector, and it will put this new sector at the bottom, but we need to tell it, actually, that's not just going to be sector 11, it's going to be Matt's sector, and I can choose that from the list here. This list is all of the sectors that are not currently used in the current layout. So that's now Matt's sector. Cool. So I've now got it on desktop and tablet. I can then put it on mobile if I choose, but I don't need to for now. Okay, so that's sector naming basically in a nutshell. It's pretty simple, I think. If we want to add any styles to the sector, then we can add them to either the wrapper or the sector. In this situation, the difference would be like, for example, the header here. The header has the header has this background color. The wrapper. Brain's not working. The wrapper has the background color. It also has some padding, but then the sector itself. Theoretically, it could have a different background color. It doesn't, but it has a width and it has different padding. So it has the padding on the top and the bottom are different from the padding on the left and the right. So pretty simple. Those are the only styles that we're using currently on here. So you basically choose which style you want to add from this list of styles here, and whether you wanted to add it on the wrapper or the sector. Say we want to specify the width of the sector. You just select width from the list and it will add width here. And we want it to be, we want it to be different on different devices. So we've just got our normal breakpoint system here. This sector is only on desktop and tablet, so those are the only two icons that appear here. If it was on mobile, it would be all three. On desktop, we want it to be the standard 1480 pixels. On tablet, it could be 100%. Cool. Now, I can hear you saying that it's annoying that I have to choose each one of these in order to add it. The reason for this, the reason that we don't just automatically add all of those styles is that in the future we'll have a lot more. We only have background color at the moment. In the future we'll have background images. We will have background size, background positioning. We could have background gradients. We could, I mean, hopefully eventually we'll add parallax to this, like we do in the old template builder. There's a bunch of other things as well. Like we could add margin. Currently we don't really have much use for the distinction between padding and margin, but there is a distinction, and we could add it here. So that's why I just thought just add what you need rather than just adding everything in one hit. So that's the point of that. So you just add whatever styles you need to either the wrapper or the sector. Sticky. So that's just for the nav menu, basically. See how the nav menu is sticky there? I think people know about that. It's just tick that and it will stay sticky at the top when you scroll down. Pretty straightforward. Okay, that's it in a nutshell. The last thing that I will talk about is the fact that we're using CSS Grid. Now, like I said at the beginning, this is a relatively new technology. I've looked up on caniuse.com, which is a great resource for figuring out the proportion of the number of browsers out there that support a given technology. It's not 100% because there are some browsers that are stuck in the dark age, but basically any current browser, and current goes back quite a long way, will support it. So I looked up stats for New Zealand. I don't know where they get this data from, but it's as good as anything that we've got, and 96% of browsers out there support it. The browsers that don't support it are, as you can see here, like this is Chrome 29 to 56, is in New Zealand, come back, 0.11%. I can't move my mouse over there, it's okay. 0.11%. IE, I mean, the fact that we still have to think about IE in 2022 is a bit, September 2022 more, is pretty crazy, but whatever. So 0.17% in New Zealand. Safari on iOS up to 10.2, 0.37% of people. So anyway, and we could go on. As you can see, there are some old devices out there that don't support this grid layout system. I don't think that we should let this hold us back. If people are on these old browsers, then they're going to be having a torrid time just on the internet in general because they're being very quickly left behind. We've used Flex for our navigation for yonks, before the new platform as well. Like you see all these flexes, this flex here, all these flex things mean that we're using Flexbox, which is the CSS layout engine before Grid. Well, they're kind of alongside, but anyway. But Flexbox is is supported rather on 97% of browsers in New Zealand. So, we're not really going very far backwards. And of course, remember that every single month, or every single day, that number will be going up towards 100%. So let me know if anyone thinks this is a big deal. Personally, I think we should forge ahead, and if people have an issue with it, then we can talk to them about it and tell them why this is a good thing. Anyway, that's cool. Let me know what you think. I think that's about it. So anyway, the point of this all, I have re-implemented just the homepage template on the DOM master. What I think is the next step is to implement all of the other templates on the DOM master. And by the way, I don't know if you noticed, I just the other day added this duplicate button. So you can now duplicate a template, just a single click, just duplicate, and it will make copy of grid test, and it's exactly the same. It's pretty straightforward to, I didn't actually save it before I changed that back. Anyway, that's okay. delete. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward to build them. Didn't take me long. It took kind of only an hour or so to build that homepage template. So yeah, I reckon we should build the rest of the different templates that we need for the DOM master. As in we, I think probably Harold makes sense, but I don't mind who. Someone should build the rest of the templates for the DOM master using the grid system, and we should try it out, make sure we're happy with it, and then the next site that is cloned from duplicated from the DOM master, we should build using these new grid templates. Yeah, that's what I think. Let me know what you think in the comments below. No, I'm just kidding, there's no comments below. Thanks everyone, hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.